Talk to me.
The film begins at a party. Cole searches the house for his brother Duckett. Finding Duckett locked in a room, Cole breaks down the door to rescue him. Duckett appears disoriented, shirtless and mumbling incoherently. Cole angrily confronts partygoers who are filming the scene on their phones, demanding they stop. In a shocking turn of events, Duckett suddenly stabs Cole. He then rushes outside and, to the horror of other partygoers, stabs himself in the eye. In another part of the story, we're introduced to Mia, a 17-year-old girl. She's experiencing the second anniversary of her mother Ria's passing, which Mia believes was due to an accidental overdose. Mia's relationship with her father Max has become distant since her mother's death, with little communication between them. Instead, Mia finds companionship with her best friend Jade, Jade's younger brother Riley Joe Bird, and their mother Sue, spending most of her time with his family. One night, Mia is driving Riley home after he's been out with a friend. During their journey, they encounter a severely injured kangaroo lying on the road, clearly having been recently hit by a vehicle. The animal is in obvious distress, moaning in pain. Riley suggests to Mia that they should end its suffering. Mia attempts to follow through on this suggestion by trying to drive over the kangaroo's head. However, when the moment comes, she finds herself unable to carry out the act. Instead, she steers around the injured animal and continues driving. Jade persuades Mia to attend a party, primarily because Jade's boyfriend Daniel will be there. Riley joins them as they sneak out. The party, hosted by Joss and Haley, centers around a peculiar ritual. The group gathers around an embalmed hand of a medium, covered in mysterious writing. The game involves holding the hand to summon spirits. Mia volunteers to go first. Following Haley's instructions, Mia grasps the hand and says, "Talk to me." She initially sees the spirit of an old man, which startles her. Undeterred, she tries again, this time adding, "I let you in." This time, Mia encounters the spirit of a grotesque woman. She holds on longer, but begins to show signs of possession, speaking in an eerie, menacing voice directed at Riley. The seance ends when the hand is forcibly removed from Mia's grip. Later, the group reconvenes at Jade's house while Sue is away for the evening. They resume their supernatural game, with the older teens experiencing various encounters with spirits. In one notable instance, Daniel becomes possessed and inadvertently engages in intimate behavior with Jade and Riley's dog. Despite Jade's objections and the others' concerns about his age, Riley insists on participating. They agree to a shorter session of less than a minute. During his turn, Riley appears to be possessed by what sounds like Ria's spirit, addressing Mia and expressing how much she misses her. As the time limit expires, Mia, eager to continue communicating with what she believes to be her mother's spirit, hesitates to end the session. Suddenly, Riley's behavior becomes violently self-destructive. He begins forcefully striking his head against the table and nearly injures his eye. Jade intervenes, preventing Riley from causing fatal harm to himself. Following this alarming incident, Riley is rushed to the hospital for medical attention. Following Riley's hospitalization, Mia attempts to visit him. However, both Jade and Sue deny her access, holding her responsible for Riley's condition. In the aftermath, Mia finds herself spending more time with Daniel, on whom she has developed a crush following a previous brief encounter. One night, Daniel stays over at Mia's place. During the night, Mia seemingly experiences a disturbing vision of an elderly female spirit sucking on Daniel's foot. Mia tries desperately to wake Daniel, shouting at him. However, when she regains full consciousness, she realizes with horror that she herself is the one sucking on Daniel's foot, much to his shock and dismay. Mia takes the hand for herself and sets up her candle to try and speak to Ria's spirit. She is told that her death was accidental and that she would never want to leave her daughter. Ria tells Mia that Riley is in pain and needs help. Meanwhile, Jade tries to help Riley at the hospital, but he is still possessed and bites her before falling to the floor and smashing his head against the wall in the bathroom before the doctors subdue him. Mia, along with Daniel, Haley, and Joss, seek out Cole for answers. Cole, who blames Joss for introducing Duckett to the hand, informs them that the spirits possessing Riley will weaken over time, suggesting they should wait it out. However, Mia theorizes that the game might not have been properly concluded, possibly due to not extinguishing the candle. She devises a plan to complete the ritual. With Jade, she returns to the hospital. attempting to repossess Riley with the spirits in hopes of finding a way to free him. This attempt proves unsuccessful. Undeterred, Mia makes another attempt alone. This time she encounters the spirit of a young girl. Through this interaction, Mia discovers a horrifying truth: Riley is being tormented by numerous malevolent spirits, not just one. This revelation adds urgency to their situation and complicates their efforts to help Riley. Upon returning home, Mia is confronted by her father Max, who decides to reveal the truth about Ria's death. He shows Mia a suicide note from her mother, confirming that her death was intentional rather than accidental. Distraught, Mia retreats to her room to cry. In her emotional state, Mia experiences a vision of Ria's spirit. This apparition claims that Max fabricated the suicide note and insists that Riley can only be saved through death. The supernatural activity intensifies as Mia hears what she believes to be Max violently banging on her door. However, this is actually the malevolent spirits tormenting her. Hearing Mia's distress, the real Max enters her room. In her confusion and fear, Mia, thinking she's defending herself against the spirit she perceives as Max, accidentally stabs her father in the neck with a pair of scissors. Mia devises a plan to isolate Riley. She deceives Jade, sending her to Mia's house, while Mia returns to the hospital. There, she speaks with Sue, who absolves Mia of blame for Riley's condition and allows her time alone with him. Mia contemplates ending Riley's life with scissors, but ultimately can't follow through. She then wheels Riley out of the hospital. Meanwhile, Jade discovers the injured Max at Mia's house and realizes Mia's intentions toward Riley. At a busy street, Mia hallucinates Riley as a decaying spirit. An apparition of Ria urges Mia to push Riley into traffic. Jade arrives just as this is unfolding. Although Mia ultimately decides not to harm Riley, Jade, perceiving the situation as dire, pushes Mia into the path of an oncoming car. The vehicle strikes Mia. This intense sequence showcases the culmination of Mia's internal struggle, the misunderstandings between characters, and the tragic consequences of their actions amidst supernatural influence. Mia regains consciousness, unaware of her own death. She finds herself at the hospital, witnessing Riley's full recovery as he leaves with Jade and Sue. Max also appears to have healed from his injuries. However, as Mia attempts to follow them, she realizes no one can hear her, and the hospital lights begin to dim around her. In the growing darkness, Mia notices a faint light. As she approaches, she sees a hand reaching out. Upon grasping it, Mia is suddenly transported to a different setting. She finds herself facing a man in another country who is engaged in the Talk to Me game. To her horror, Mia realizes she has now become a part of the supernatural game itself.